What's up guys, it's Alex, and today I've got a pretty cool video for you guys. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of mail time. I've got all kinds of packages here. I got some Tackle Warehouse stuff, I got some Tackle Supply Depot stuff, some AFCO stuff. I also ordered a bazooka from Lew's. I'm just kidding, it's actually just rods. Kind of looks like a bazooka though, I mean like rocket launcher kind of deal. That'd be cool. I want to own a rocket launcher. Yeah, okay, but anyway. Let's get right into this stuff. I got all kinds of stuff to unbox for you guys, and I know you guys enjoy seeing all the kinds of stuff that I order, and so thought we would go through some of it. So let's start with the Tackle Warehouse order. So I ordered some worms and some hooks from Tackle Warehouse. I know what you're thinking, Alex. Why just order worms? Because these worms are something that Caleb, Mr. Basquez, got me turned on to, and I started using them when I was with him and fell in love with them, and they are called Hags Tornadoes. Now if you guys watch Tactical Bassin, the dudes over at Tactical Bassin talk about these things, I never really paid attention enough to know that they were talking about them, but then Caleb showed them to me and I was like, I gotta get some of those. So what this is, so it comes in a 4-inch version, a 5-inch version, a 6.5-inch version, and an 8-inch version. So this is the 6.5. Ordered this one just because you guys know I love my crazy colors. I seem to have a lot of success with the crazier colors, but this one is Morning Dawn. That is the 6-inch version. So it's kind of like a ribbed zipper worm or a woolly burger worm or whatever you can imagine. There's been a few companies over the years that have made a worm like this. I've heard them called coontails, woolly boogers. There was one company called Texas Tackle that made these for a while. I think theirs was called the, I'm not really sure, maybe the coontail? I think that's another company. But I got some 6-inch ones, and then I got some 8-inch ones as well. Now these 8-inch ones are just a tiny bit bigger, if you cannot tell. They got some bulk to them for sure. But what's one cool thing about these is they don't have a ton of salt in them, so they float. And when I say they float, I mean like you don't throw this with a weight on it and it's just gonna sit right on top of the water and just float. And so what that means is when you're throwing on a Texas rig or like a Carolina rig or a shaky head, that when it hits the bottom, it's not just gonna fall down with no action. This thing is gonna start to rise back up to the top and it's gonna slowly start to float up. And when it does that, a lot of the times you're gonna get some absolutely silly bites, because when a bait is suspended in a fish's face, it's probably the most natural presentation it can have. That's why the sea rig is so effective, and they're gonna crush it. But like I said, Morning Dawn is that purple and blue color. I got that one that I just showed you. That was California 420, and then I also just got some straight up green pumpkin ones there as well. Looking forward to throwing these. Like I said, I threw them with Caleb and fell in love with them. And then I also got some hooks to try out. I got some of these Trocar worm hooks in a 6/0 version to specifically throw with these worms, and then the big 8-inch bull worm that I throw. But this is the hook that has the bait keeper on it, and I cannot remember what these things are called. They're it's a TK125 for you guys that use Trocar a bunch. But it's the magworm. So it's a magworm hook, and as you guys can see, I'll get one of these. It has that little keeper on there, so you can run that worm up on there, and it keeps that worm from sliding down the shank of the hook, which allows you to not tear up as many worms and to keep that big old worm up on there. Because sometimes, honestly, keeping those big worms up on those hooks is like half the battle. When you're throwing that much weight and it kind of does that whipping action that it has when you underhand it or even overhand it, that worm, where that worm kind of hits that hook and kind of whips out with the line, it wants to push now off the shank of the hook. And like I say, most of the time I'm fighting with that worm coming off the hook more than I am actually fishing the worm. All right, so the next package is one from Tackle Supply Depot. I know what this is, and you guys are actually gonna be getting a full review of this bait very, very soon. So the past few frog fishing videos you guys have seen, I've been using this bad boy right here, the Spro Spit and Shad, and I am in love with it so much that I had to order 3 more of these little dudes. So I ordered one in this color, which is Misty Shad. So it's kind of like a, get it out of the package so you guys can see it. So kind of like a translucent green and blue. Really, really sexy color. That one will be awesome for when the water clears up towards the end of the summer, into the fall. Then I also got this one. This is Red Ear. This is a color that I love in all the rest of the Spro frogs. I knew that it would be wicked in the Spittin' Shad. So it's kind of a yellow base, yellow body, yellow stomach, orange mouth, and then that black top. And then I also got Nasty Shad. This is another color that I like in the Spro 65. It's pretty much just a shad imitator. So I have a bunch of these now, which is awesome because like I said, I have fallen in love with this little frog. It is kind of ridiculous how good these things actually are, and they walk like a freaking spook, which is cool. So yeah, 3 more of those just to add because frog fishing is only going to get better from here. The next package is from my good friends over at AFCO. They sent me over some of the new camo sun shirts. So AFCO has released a camo pattern, and I believe that you pronounce it Nukem, N-U-K-A-M. I don't know, you tell me. I go Nukem. But that kind of sounds weird. I don't know, Nukem. But there's the first one. This is the gray and yellow pattern, the G cam. So this is a hooded sun shirt just like the samurai hoodies. And then this one is the B cam. So gray camo, blue camo, pretty much what that means. But I'll get this gray one out. This gray one looks, I mean, they both look sick, but the gray one I like better. So it's got the hood on there, which I love. Honestly, I will never wear another sun shirt without a hood. And it's got that awesome wicked camo pattern. But yeah, the hood deal, guys, if you have not worn a hooded sun shirt yet, do it. You will never turn back. Dead serious, you will never not want to wear a hooded sun shirt again. It is the best way to go. Screw a buff. It's probably because I have this big beard, but screw a buff. Even though I loved my buff over the years, I had a bunch of them, a bunch of different colors. That hooded sun shirt, you throw a little bit of sunscreen on your nose and your cheeks, you're rocking and rolling. The next package is from my good friends over at Beast Coast. And this is their newest release, and that is their new swim jig. And they have sent me a bunch of these in a bunch of different colors. So if you guys have not seen this thing yet, this is the brainchild of the Elite Series, not Elite Series anymore. He is a MLF pro, Gerald, I can never say his last name, Sofner. I believe it's Sofner. I don't want that to sound screwy, but I believe it's Sofner. But this is the brainchild of him, and it is Beast Coast's new lead swim jig, and this thing looks really, really good. I told him I wanted 3/8 ounce size. It's got a good flexible weed guard on it. Got that big 4/0 Gamakatsu 2X strong hook, so you're not going to bend this thing out. You can fish it on braid, you can fish it on heavy fluorocarbon. I don't think it really matters because, like I said, you're not going to bend that hook out. Got the wicked eyes. I think an eye is very important on a lot of baits because I believe that's what bass focus in on a lot. And then obviously hand-tied skirts, wire-tied with the crystal flash. Everything that you guys know Beast Coast for, it is in this jig. Now that weed guard, I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. The reason for that is when you are fishing a swim jig, you got to have a good flexible weed guard, and the reason for that is a lot of the times these bass are going to come up behind this thing and just engulf it, and when they do, you want that weed guard to press very, very easily. Because from what I've been talking about with Ben, because Ben's been fishing a swim jig a whole lot, he likes to use a moderate action rod, and that just allows those bass to come up behind it, eat it, and then load up into them, just kind of like how I like to fish my bladed jigs. Ben likes to fish his swim jigs the same way. But there is the dope gill color. I've got a bunch of colors to show you guys. This one is the Cajun Crush. Woo, this is sexy. I like this. A little bit of dirty, whoa, yeah, look at that. Got that pink in there, the purple, the black. It's kind of like a modified black and blue. That's wicked. This one, you guys know me. You guys know I like a white swim jig. Check that one out. All white. Get that blue and green crystal flash in there. Pair that thing up with a Rage Menace and go to work on something. Oh, that is so sexy. And then we've got this one. This one is the Violet Thread Fan. I like this one as well. It's got some purple in it. In the skirt there, a little bit of purple flash. that kind of white broken up. I love that. That looks really good. That does look a lot like some of the thread fins around here. Another dope gill. And then this one right here, I love a little bit of chartreuse, especially when I'm fishing that stained water. A little bit of chartreuse like that can make a humongous difference. I like it in my bladed jigs as well. East Coast knocked it out of the park again. All right, now for the last thing, my bazooka that I ordered from Lew's. I got me a couple rods from Lew's. These are a couple rods that I have been wanting to try out. And one of these I'm actually going to give away. Unfortunately, not to any of you guys, but to a awesome kid that I know. And he doesn't know that I'm giving it to him yet. And so we're not gonna tell him. We're not gonna name any names, but he is gonna be getting one of these rods. So one I ordered for him, one I ordered for me. And like I said, both of these rods are rods that I have been wanting to try out myself. So it is gonna be awesome to check them out. Now both of these are combos. I ordered rod and reel together. And the reason I did that is for you guys. I know a lot of you guys like to buy your rods and reels in combos, and Lew's started offering these combos. One of these a while back and then one of these last year. And I promised you guys that I would try them out. And so I finally ordered a couple to give them a shot. I gotta go get something different to cut that stack. Yeah, okay, I'm back. Need some scissors. This is a scissor job. Wrapped up here so nothing gets broken. Okay, so let's check this one out first. Like I said, the custom black combo. Okay, so here is the first one. Like I said, this is the custom black combo reel and everything. So the first time that I ordered this rod, I just ordered the rod. I ordered a 7.3 medium heavy without the reel, and then this time around I went ahead and ordered the reel with it. The reel is absolutely sick. I love the black on black EVA foam grips, black paint job, black rod, all blacked out with the matte black, all black everything. I like it. That is one way that I love my rods and my reels. That's why I love my G-rods so much, is just because of how slick and clean they look, and this little combo does the same. I went with the 7-foot medium moderate fast. The reason I did that is I was gonna get me another topwater rod. So I use my 6'9" topwater rod, my 6'9" jerkbait rod from G-Rod all the time for a topwater rod, but I needed something with just a little more power so that I could throw those a little bit bigger baits and not put too much stress on that 6'9" medium. And then plus, that 6'9" medium is really the perfect jerkbait rod. It does really, really well for topwater, but it is the perfect jerkbait rod. So I went with this 7-foot medium just to try it out with some different topwaters. I got some different topwaters that I am gonna try out, do some reviews on, including the new 13 Fishing hard baits topwater. I forget what it's called, the two-tone, two-something. And then also Monster Bass's in-house brand, their new topwaters. I'm probably not going to do a review on those because I've had a hand in actually designing those baits, so I'll be kind of biased. But I'm also going to try those out as well, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts on them once I have them in my hands. But yeah, there's one combo. Now the next combo is a Mock Crush 1. This is the orange combo. But this one, like I said, is the one that I will be giving away. And this is a 7.3 heavy fast action. And so you guys can probably guess what that's going to be used for. A little bit of frogging action. So this is the Mock Crush combo. You got the orange accents with the wind grips on the reel and the rod. I love that wind grip. I love the tactileness of that wind grip because I'm a bear clawer. Me and Ben were talking about this the other day. When one bites, I like freaking bear claw the reel and get them in there. So I really like that wind grip on there. It allows me to get a really good hold on them. But like I said, 7.3 heavy fast action. The reason I got the 7.3 heavy is because I wanted to get him something that he could frog with, flip with, just have a kind of general smack him in the face combo, because you guys know I love my smack him in the face combos. So I thought, you know, Lew's hooks me up, so I thought I'd hook him up with this one as well. But yeah, really looking forward to actually using this combo myself. I'm going to use it a little bit before he gets here just to give it a try, see what I think about it. And I'm also going to use this new TP1 black custom combo as well as a topwater rod, because there's some wicked topwater action that's going to start heating up. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Any questions or comments, please go leave them in the comment section down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Also, go down in the description. I'll have links to my partners like Luz, Avco, Beast Coast. These people keep me hooked up with all kinds of stuff, and I really do appreciate them. But I'll also have links to this other stuff that I went out and bought with my own money, including the Spro Frogs, the Hags Tornadoes. You guys can go check out all those things, give them a look. But like I said, full review coming on the Spro Frog, full review coming on the Hags Tornado, full review coming on a 13 fishing topwater. And if there are any other baits that you guys would like to see some reviews on, please hit me up in the comment section. I'll pick up a few, go give them a try. But as always, you guys are sweet, and thanks for watching.